Hey guys, and welcome back. On this video, we're doing beef and cheddar sausage. So let's get going. All right, so we got the grinder all set up. Everything was put in the freezer. Last time I didn't do this, but this time everything's in the freezer, nice and ice cold. For our meat, we are doing, let's see if I can remember this. We got about two pounds of tri-tip, got a pound of ribeye, and about a pound of short ribs to equal about 4 pounds of meat. And for our fat, we added some bacon. So I got a pound of bacon in here, and all this stuff's been in the freezer, so it's nice and hard. Now it's time to add the spices. I'm going to use my KitchenAid mixer to blend all these spices together, also add some cheese to it. Again, everything's nice and cold. I got the grinder, which is going to be the stuff for next, all in the freezer, ready to go. I got 1 pound of cheddar. This is mild cheddar. I cubed it up as small as I could. It's about, I don't know, anywhere from a 1/4 to an 1/8 inch. We'll get that in there. We're going to be using the paddle for this, so we'll go ahead and get that on if we can. I'm going to start out low. All right, I got 2.5 tablespoons of some salt. This is kosher salt. I got a teaspoon of thyme. Go ahead and stop that for right now. I got a tablespoon of paprika. This is sweet paprika. Tablespoon of some black pepper. Teaspoon of garlic powder. 2 teaspoons of dried mustard. We got a teaspoon of onion powder. And a teaspoon of #1 pink curing salt, pink salt. I'm also going to add 1/2 cup of powdered milk. This is non-fat powdered milk. And at this point you can use water, but I'm going to go ahead and add a little Mexican style beer to this. About 1/2 cup. Make sure it's ice cold. Again, you can use water. I thought this would add some good flavor. As you can see, there's some ice chunks in there, so this is really cold. All right, let's see if we can turn this on without blowing everything up. All right, to help keep things a little neat, I'm going to go ahead and add this little shield to this. See if this keeps everything in place. And again, we're going to blend this until it starts to form little threads in the meat. All right, let's take a look at this. So when you pull it apart, you can see the little threads, the meat's coming together. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. I'm gonna put this back in the fridge to keep it nice and cool. I'm gonna go ahead and get our sausage stuffer all set up. All right, we're all set up to start stuffing some sausage. I got this set up. Everything should be nice and cold for the most part. I have my foot pedal set up. which makes this a lot easier. Casing's already in, and I'm sure you guys have seen casing put on before. I didn't want to bore you guys, so I went ahead and got it on there. Go ahead and get our meat mixture in. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get it started first until it starts coming out, and then I'll go ahead and tie off the end of the casing. This is all natural hog casing. Right, it's starting to come out. Go ahead and tie this off, and this is the part I hate. I hate tying these things. All right, we'll just start stuffing. All right, we got everything stuffed. You can see I did some where I already made the links. These I didn't stuff too much. In total honesty, I had a couple blowouts, so I think I was sort of overstuffing them, to say. So on these, I didn't really, stuff them that much, or at least overstuff them. And here, I'm just gonna go ahead and start making links. All right, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the fridge. I'm gonna let them sit overnight, and tomorrow we'll get them on the smoker. So I'll see you in a bit. All right, so it is the next day. All our sausage has sat overnight in the fridge. They set up real nice. They're a little odd looking with shapes and sizes and stuff. I'm still perfecting that sausage stuffer techniques. I will tell you this. I don't know what changed, but the first time when I did that kielbasa sausage, which I'll have the link up here, it seemed to go smoother. I don't know if that was because I didn't, when I did the first video, I didn't mix the meat like I did this. The meat was a little bit more different texture, so it was harder to stuff. Controlling it, getting it down there, it was taking a lot longer. That's where I think one of those hand stuffers, the big tubes, you can just fill them all up, 5 pounds of meat and just sit there and crank it out. That's where I think those might be a little bit easier to use. So I may look into getting one of those because I'm really liking making sausage and I want to keep it going. But this is what we have. I got the Rec Tec heating up, and we're going to use the smoker box again. We're going to go for a target temp of 170. So right now I'm going to use my little injector, and I'm just going to pierce these. Now they do make, I guess they're called sausage prickers. That'll do this, but this is what I have. Let's get these on the smoke box. So here we have it, our beef and cheddar sausage. Cook time, God, I wish I would have made a note of that, but I didn't really follow it. I think it was about 4, maybe 5 hours. We got the internal temp of the sausage up to 145, and then we immediately pulled it out, threw it in an ice bath to get it cooled down. And here's what we got. Must tell you that this smells incredible right now. I love the color of them. The one thing that I'm not too sure about is whether or not that cheddar held up inside, if it just sort of dissipated and gone away. I do see some nice, some nice cheddar chunks in the, through the casing. So let's go ahead and just slice one of these open and just see what we got. All right, nice and juicy. I do see some cheddar in there. I do see some areas where it looked like it's, you know, it's there, but it's starting to, you know, starting to melt away, I guess. So, not quite sure. This is my first time adding cheddar to this thing, so let's see what it tastes like. Definitely beefy. Seasoning's right on point. I love the seasoning. I love the flavor. You get that cheddar. I can taste the cheddar. These would be cool, you know, once we hit this on a barbecue, get these grilled up. These would be killer. Again, you know, I'm just learning this sausage stuff. If you guys have any ideas, any suggestions, recipes that you think I would like to try, leave a comment down below. And as always, hit that thumbs up. I'll see you guys in the next run. Thanks for watching.